Chapter 42. Holy crap! The three female companions around the young heirs all let out sounds of admiration. The young master that threw the punch was enjoying the glory and attention. He smiled at the female instructor and didn't say anything, but his eyes flashed with hints of disdain. The female instructor's cold and prideful face remained indifferent. The young master backed up a few steps, and with a run-up, he swung hard at the target. With a loud bang, the force measured went straight up to 299 kilograms, causing even his two brothers to exclaim in excitement. "So close, Joe, you were so close to breaking through the 300 mark." This so-called young master Joe felt a bit pity too, but these numbers were enough to slap those two military clan youngsters in the face. He even looked at that female instructor again and said, "I'm quite disappointed that the soldiers in the military are like this. I always thought they would be like US Marines that pack explosive muscles and strength and naturally give off a sense of pressure, but I'm quite disappointed today to see ours." "What the fuck are you saying?" Those two soldiers were immediately infuriated. The young master laughed and replied, "What is it? Could the data I saw just now be wrong? Could it be that this internationally certified dynamometer system has a bug or something? Am I mistaken that you have a lower score than me? Come on, I'm just an amateur and I'm stronger than you. Don't you guys undergo all kinds of intense training every day to strengthen your body? Are those chicken arms I'm seeing the result of all that training?" The two soldiers really wanted to go up and fight a few rounds with him, but they were scolded by the female instructor. "Stop." It was a natural duty for soldiers to obey commands, and even though the two soldiers were angry, they didn't let their emotions take control of their heads. Su Cheng was quite pleased after seeing that. The female instructor said to Joe with an indifferent voice, "You don't have to compare yourself to them just to get a sense of superiority, they are just new recruits that I'm training. What you saw today isn't their full potential." Joe laughed and said, "Don't worry, I won't tell anyone that the soldiers in the army are this weak." Their three female companions all began laughing too. "My cousin said that she wanted to marry a soldier, saying some crap about how soldiers give her a sense of security. But today I realized that not all soldiers can give a sense of security, haha." Every sentence from their mouths was enough to piss off these two soldiers, and Su Cheng was too familiar with the temper of a soldier that would actually prefer using violence to release their anger. So, before the two groups actually began fighting, he walked up and interjected, "If you guys aren't using the dynamometer, let me use it please." Joe and his two buddies raised their eyebrows, their eyes reeking of disdain and the expression on their faces basically saying, "Where the fuck did this peasant come from? Hey, can't you see that we are still using it?" One of the young masters extended his arm and blocked Su Cheng's path. The other one glanced at Su Cheng from top to bottom and snorted, "People like you use this too? You should go back to the gym and start with lifting dumbbells. This place isn't run by you guys anyways." Su Cheng grew a bit impatient as he walked right past them and bumped away the guy's arm, immediately infuriating the guy. Joe didn't even bother looking at him and sneered, "If you can't hit 180 kilograms, then just stop embarrassing yourself and get off of that machine." Su Cheng ignored him, raised his fist, and looked at it. That day, he easily sent Shen Yao flying through the air. Judging by the height she was traveling in the air and the fact that she was about 47 kilograms, Su Cheng deduced that he should have exerted at least 150 kilograms of force. At that, Su Cheng took in a small breath and decided to test out how much of power one of his light punches was packing. He stood in place and punched at the target. The display immediately showed 165 kilograms. "Ha ha 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 ha," Joe and the other two young masters immediately burst into laughter. 130 to 180 was the strength range of average people, and Su Cheng only put out 165. Which was enough to make him a laughing stock of those spoiled rich heirs. The female instructor saw that the three young masters had already shifted their attention onto Su Cheng, and she didn't plan to say anything. It was also good that these two recruits were humiliated today, maybe this incident would serve to solidify their resolve to work harder in the future and not embarrass her title as the gold medal instructor. "Let's go," she said to the two soldiers and started walking towards the door. Unexpectedly, just when she made her third step, Su Cheng swung another punch at the target. This time, the data jumped to 198. The female instructor's eyes slightly narrowed, and those young masters that were mocking Su Cheng with their female companions almost choked on their own spit upon seeing the new score. Even the two recruits behind the female instructor felt a chill down their backs. Su Cheng took back his hand and then sent another punch at the target. Bang! 228. This time, everyone was dumbfounded and began suspecting that the dynamometer was experiencing a bug or something. Was there an error with that score? Su Cheng withdrew his fist and sent another punch. 288. The female instructor's pupil enlarged, and she started looking at Su Cheng with a hint of fright and shock. The two recruits also swallowed their saliva, and the young masters and their women didn't know what was going on. The whole place was so silent that a needle dropping could be heard. Su Cheng withdrew his fist, and punched again. 368. Withdrawing, he punched again. 455. And again. 750. This time, everyone could no longer pretend to be calm. Especially those three young masters. They swallowed their saliva, feeling a chill crawl down their spine. Immediately they thought if they actually started something with this guy, could this guy's punch directly turn them into vegetables? Thinking that Tyson's 450 kilograms punch was enough to knock someone out, 750 was just too. However, Su Cheng didn't show any sign of stopping. This time, he slowly withdrew his fist as if he was drawing back a slingshot. He didn't notice that when he was preparing for the last punch, the female instructor that was about to leave had already turned around in her steps and was looking at him without blinking. Actually, everyone was looking at him, too scared to blink. With a low roar, Su Cheng threw his fist, and with a loud bang, the giant dynamometer machine shook violently from the impact. Then, the data that jumped out on the monitor shocked everyone to the point of having an existential crisis. 1257. The sound of people swallowing their saliva could be heard everywhere. Su Cheng looked at his fist, feeling as though he was missing something. Oh right, the run-up. He took back a few steps and accidentally bumped into Zhou. Su Cheng glanced at him. Please move away. Before Su Cheng could finish, Zhou ran to the side like a mouse seeing a cat, as if Su Cheng was like a powerful meat grinder, giving off a strong oppressive pressure. Then, Su Cheng charged forward, and when he was about a meter away from the machine, he suddenly jumped up. His fist rose high up into the sky and slammed down. Bam! A puff of white smoke started rising from the machine, and with some electric sounds, the machine directly became wasted and caught on fire. Behind Su Cheng, everyone, including that cold and prideful female instructor, was looking at this scene with their mouths open, shocked to their cores. The dynamometer was destroyed with one punch? Holy crap, how powerful was that punch? Seeing the machine broken, Su Cheng's eyes opened up wide as well. Oh crap, I can't see the stats on that last punch. But when he realized that he screwed up the machine, so he immediately quietly left as if he had nothing to do with it. He just went out of the door, just leaving behind a bunch of people that were standing there dumbfounded. He didn't notice that when he realized that he screwed up the machine, so he immediately quietly left as if he had nothing to do with it. He just went out of the door, just leaving behind a bunch of people that were standing there dumbfounded.